very good Saturday evening. This is the weekend edition of Primetime News. I'm Joel Outskun. We are coming to you this evening from our Newsfirst studios in Colombo. Let's start off with a look at the headlines. Another phase of construction at the Moragahakamda development project commences. Field Marshal Minister Sarath Fonseca speaks on the no-confidence motion against Minister Vijay Dasa. Landslide warnings issued to 2 districts. Heavy rainfall expected in several parts of the country tonight. Terrorist activities reported while the world marks World UN Humanitarian Day. And now for the stories in detail, starting off with our top story. Construction and renovation of tanks that will receive water by the Moragahakamda development project have commenced. The Moragahakamda project, which is carried out under the Ministry of Mahaweli Development and Environment, will see the construction of Sri Lanka's largest dam in 30 years. The Moragahakamda Kaluganga development project will boast of a total capacity of 660,000 acre-feet, which is 6 times the size of the Parakrama Samudra. The Upper Alaru Canal project, which will carry water from the dam to required areas, comprise of 3 main canals. One canal will connect Moragahakamda to Yakkala, which is adjacent to the Hurulu River, will be 65.5 kilometers in length, while the next will be a 29-kilometer canal that will carry water from Yakkala to the Hurulu River. Another 9-kilometer canal with tunnels is being constructed to carry the excess water in the Kaluganga reservoir to the Moragahakamda dam. 12,000 agrarian families will benefit from this, while drinking water will also be supplied through this project. Owners of lands that have been taken over for the Moragahakamda project will be settled in Madhuragiriya and Laggala. Madhuragiriya will see the construction of 31 new tanks, while 13 new tanks will be constructed in Laggala. The Upper Alaru Canal project will nourish 1,200 small agrarian tanks. A separate program is also in place to minimize the impact on the environment by this project and to protect the wild animals in the jungles. 10 reservoirs are to be constructed inside the forest reserve dedicated for wild animals, and an additional 600 acres will be replanted to expand the forest reserve. Shifting your attention to some weather-related news this evening. The Disaster Management Centre notes that the districts of Ratnapura and Norelia are at risk of possible landslides due to the prevailing high rains in the areas. The Department of Meteorology says some areas of the country could experience rainfall of over 75 millimeters.
The
Sabaragamuwa Central Provinces as well as the Kalutara, Matara and Galle districts will experience rains. In addition, the Northwestern and Nuwa Provinces as well as Colombo, Gampaha and Hambantota will experience intermittent showers which will be over 75 millimeters.
The Met Department forecasts this situation to prevail until the 22nd or the 23rd. Gale force winds are to be experienced along the coastal belt of the country for the next 24 hours. The Multi-Hazard Early Warning Dissemination Division of the DEMC says torrential rains can be expected in the Sabaragamuwa and the Central Provinces and in the Kalutara, Galle and Matara districts. Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy says water levels of reservoirs which are adjacent to power plants have also risen along with the heavy rainfall. One positive sign is that several areas affected by dry weather experienced rainfall after several months.
In the recent days, some areas experienced a drought. Several of those areas experienced rainfall yesterday. The Kukuleganga received a rainfall of 111 millimeters, while Mausakala Reservoir received 108 millimeters of rainfall. A similar situation was experienced in Ratnapura as well.
The Ampara district, however, continues to experience a very dry spell. The Gammatha movement is today entrenched deep in the heart of rural Sri Lanka. But today, Gammatha was seen in Colombo 7. This was to mark its partnership with the Good Market. It is very rare that one can find fresh village organic products in the heart of Colombo. This is what the Good Market has been bringing to the residential Colombo over the past few years. The Good Market is a novel concept introduced by Sri Lankan woman entrepreneur Achala Samaradivakara and has progressed to become an incredibly successful farmers market. The MOU between Gammatha and the Good Market was signed by Achala Samaradivakara a Good Market co-founder and managing director and the group director of the Capital Maharaja organization, Siobhan Daniel. A group including entrepreneur Travis De Jong represented the traders at the Good Market.
අපේ රටේ දේවල් ඊට වඩා එළියට ගන්න ඕනේ ඒකට හොඳ තැනක් දෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ නිසා good market මම ඇතුළු කණ්ඩායම අපි හිතුවා නෑ ඒ අයට හොඳ වෙළඳපොළක් හොඳ වේදිකාවක් හදලා දෙන්න ඕනේ එකට එකතු වෙන්න කියලා. මොකද මේවා ගන්න බලාගෙන හිටු පිරිසක් හිටියා පාරිභෝගිකයෝ හැටියට. ඉතින් අපි කෙරුවේ පාරිභෝගිකයෝ සහ නිෂ්පාදකයෝ හොයාගෙන ගිහලා ඒ අය එකට සම්බන්ධ කරපු එක. ඉතින් මේ වෙනකොට 400කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයක් අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්නවා. ඒ අය විවිධ මට්ටම් වලින් සම්බන්ධ වෙනවා good market එකට. ඉතින් අපිට ඉන්නේ පොඩි ප්‍රජාවක්. අපි මේ ප්‍රජාව හොඳ වැඩ කරන හොඳ ප්‍රජාවක් අපිත් එක්ක ඉන්න පරිසරයට සහ සමාජයට ආදරය කරන ඒ අයත් එක්ක තමයි අපි මේ ගමන යන්නේ ටික ටික අපේ ප්‍රජාව වැඩි කරගෙන ලංකාව පුරාම ලෝකෙ පුරාවටම අපි යන්න ලෑස්ති වෙලා ඉන්නවා.
This is really the first time we are doing anything in Colombo that is connected to Gammadha. For most of the time we are in deep dusty villages all across Sri Lanka. As you expand the Good Market, that we will be your partner in taking that fantastic philosophy across Sri Lanka and maybe even to the rest of the world.
It's a great initiative which helps local businesses, especially on a grassroots level. And getting along, I mean, blending it with the government, the program is a great initiative and it has a promising future and a great concept. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. And yeah, I wish nothing but the best for it.
The Good Market is a great strength to us because we come here from Monaragala. We have seen the work that you do through Gammadha on TV. We see that you help the innocent people, a lot just like this place.
දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ good market එකට ආවා කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට ගොඩක් සතුටුයි. මොකද අපි දන්නවා මේකෙන් පස්සේ අපිට මීට වැඩි තවත් ප්‍රතිලාභ ලැබෙයි කියලා.
සතුටු දවසක් අද. මොකද හේතුව
This is a very happy day for us because Gammadha has joined hands with Good Market. I'm sure that this partnership will lead to a new revolution which will inspire many entrepreneurs.
දහඩිය මහන්සියෙන් උඩට එන්න දඟලන මිනිස්සුන්ට ලොකු අත්දැකීමක්.
Great that a lot of the money goes to these programs outside of Colombo. It's so important to support local economies, help people function off of things that are not just agriculture, and create crafts and work on the crafts that they're building. And the fact that there's a hub in Colombo where people can come and donate specifically to it, give that money and let the money kind of spread throughout Sri Lanka as a whole. It's fantastic.
We're really excited about the project that News1st is doing together with the Good Market. It sounds really interesting and it sounds promising as well. Definitely our rural communities need the support, and it's great to see News1st as a news organization take that initiative, and we hope that anyone who's interested will come down to the Good Market and visit their stall and see how they can help out.
Plans are already in place to hold the first joint initiative and to expand the Good Market and Gammadha to Kandy on the 16th of September. Over 400 school children in the central province are in the need of being rehabilitated. This startling statement was made by the governor of the central province during an event in Kandy.
ළමයි 466ක් ඉන්නවා මධ්‍යම පළාත තුල පාසල් ජීවිතය තුල ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ පාසල්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ලොකුයි කියලා හිතන පාසල්. ගෞරවයෙන් ඉන්නවා කියන පාසල්. වල අද පොලිසියට සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා අපේ හාමුදුරනේ මධ්‍යම පළාතෙන් අධිකරණයේ නියෝගිකුත් ලබාගෙන තියෙනවා මේ ළමයිව පිටුවහල් කරන්න ඕන. එහෙම නෙවෙයි නම් ගෙවල් වල සිද්ධ වෙන හොරකම් මහා විනාශයක් නවත්තන්න බැරි තරම්. අධිකරණයේ නියෝගයක් තියෙනවා පිට කරන්න කියලා. මම පිට කරන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. දෙමව්පියෝ පැදිලා මැරෙයිනේ. දෙමව්පියෝ කැමතිද තමන්ගේ දරුවා කුඩුකාරයෙක් තමන්ගේ මේ ගෑනු දරුවා මේ විනාශ වෙලා දරුවෙක් බිහි කරන්ට ඉන්නවා දරුවෝ දෙන්නෙක් ඇබෝෂන් කරලා කියලා දැනගත්තොත් මේ දෙමව්පියෝ කොහොමද ජීවත් වෙන්නේ අපේ හාමුදුරුවනේ මම හරි විහෙසෙනවා මේ දරුවන්ව පුනරුත්ථාපනය කරලා දෙමව්පියොත් එක්ක දැන් අපි සාකච්ඡා කරනවා රහසින් දෙමව්පියෝ ගෙනවනවා හමු වෙනවා මේවා මාධ්‍යයට දෙන්න බෑ.
Deputy Minister Palitha Peruma graced an event to mark World Photography Day 2017 in Ambalipitia today.
This event was organized by the All Island Professional Photographic Studio Owners Association. A deputy minister is similar to a woman under male dominance. If you attempt to make more claims, you will be taken before courts.
The minister also toured the exhibition that was organised. The audit bill must be presented to Parliament. In addition to that, the divisions that investigate fraud and corruption must have a mobile service. It should not be based at one single location. Fraud and corruption is rampant all over the country. If fraud and corruption can be stopped, we don't need to seek assistance from the world to develop the country. I am a person who worked on that. When I was chairman of the Matugama Pradesh Sabha, I developed it with the provinces given. I worked for the entire district. If we can make use of the resources that are available to us, we can develop this country. Today, everyone is depending on others. The country must distance itself from fraud and corruption. This country needs a generation that can rise on its own.
And on to a story that we promised to bring you later on in the bulletin. Minister of Justice and Buddhist Vijay Dasa Rajapaksa attended an event at the Malwatu Mahaviharaya today.
The event was held to present the Sri Sannas Patra to Venerable Vattegoda Dhammikathera, who was appointed as the Adhikarana Sangha Nayaka of Italy. The presentation was made by the Chief Sangha Sabha of the Malwatu chapter, led by the Mahanayaka of the
The Centre for Human Rights and Research claims the combined cycle power plant in Kerala is yet another corrupt act of the Cabinet-appointed Procurement Committee.
The Centre for Human Rights and Research alleges that the Standing Cabinet-appointed Procurement Committee is involved in a number of irregularities. The statement reads that operating a diesel power mafia, coal fraud, and operating an engineers mafia resulting in a 14 rupee loss to the state through 1 unit of electricity.
We apologize to all our viewers for the technical difficulties we are facing this evening, but we will definitely have all those stories on our website, that is www.Newsfirst.lk. Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca criticized Justice Minister Vijay Dasa Rajapaksa during an event in Kalaniya.
The parliamentary group and the working committee of the United National Party have vehemently condemned the actions of Vijay Dasa Rajapaksa. He needs to understand where he stands. If he had anything called self-respect, he must resign. The Prime Minister elaborated on some matters at the working committee and parliamentary group meeting. He then took Vijay Dasa Rajapaksa to a side and explained matters to him for almost an hour and a half. As he is a person who acts patiently, I believe he would take the right decision. He had junior lawyers in the legal company. They were connected to Avantgarde. He always remains behind scenes and pledges full support. We are informed he is a shareholder of Avantgarde. He is very good friends with Avantgarde.
The general public who oppose corruption call for the corrupt and wrongdoers to be exposed, taken before the law and punished.
The Newsfirst national campaign titled Sri Lanka Against Corruption took place in the Kegalle and Ampara districts today. The team in Ampara proceeded to the areas of Uhana, Kumarigama, Viragoda, Viraman, Akkaripattu and surrounding villages to raise awareness among the masses.
With rogues in government, you cannot take this country anywhere. It is good that the commission was appointed. I believe this would result in a positive turn in the country's politics. If this process continues, it will be a good thing for the country.
Newsfirst also visited the Rambukkana and Mavanalla areas in the Kegalle district.
It is good that the Presidential Commission was appointed because one must correct the wrong under one's rule. The President has taken such a decision. This will set a good trend. Commissions must also be appointed for other issues.
Mahinda Jayasinghe, the General Secretary of the National Trade Union Centre, commented on members of the government linked to corruption.
Rohita
Rajapaksa, who wasted more than 30 million rupees on a rocket, is out in the open. Marapana, who was connected to Avantgarde, resigned several months ago and was given a ministerial portfolio once again. Then comes Ravi, who is connected to the bonds.
When this incident fades away from our minds, he will be given another ministerial portfolio. Now they are creating something to talk about Vijay Dasa or Deal Dasa. The UNP needs to erase the allegations against Ravi Kannanayaka. They are pulling out the allegations of the Rajapaksas for this very purpose.
Addressing a public meeting in Maldam Aure in Bibila today, Minister Vijit Vijay Munisosa spoke on the malpractices that happened during the previous regime.
This government has not provided a single plot of land to foreigners, and it won't do so in the future as well. We will not allow such a thing. President Maithripala Sirisena will not allow such things to happen. The lands were sold to foreigners by Mahinda Rajapaksa. They reclaimed 250 acres in the sea and they gave it away to a Chinese company for the port city. When that was done, our president cannot even fly over this land in a helicopter. The joint opposition is saying that this is a Chinese colony. They were silent back then. They were silent when the port city was being sold. We did not even see the cabinet paper pertaining to these. I was a cabinet minister and even I did not see it. Who did they sell 2.5 acres in the heart of Colombo opposite the golf face? They sold it with the statue of SWRD Bandaranaike. They did not even speak back then.
Parliamentarian Namal Rajapaksa. Parliamentarian Namal Rajapaksa commented on the actions of the government during a rally held in Kamrupitia. The IGP slapped a person, but I am being sent to prison. It is said that I insulted a police officer by commenting on his belly. The belly has caused a series of issues for the cricket team and to me. The IGP assaulted a man inside the elevator, but I am sent to jail. This is similar to the rulings given by King Kakile. Back then, the Prime Minister said there was a massive boulder in the Hambantota port. He said ships won't come there and it would cause a loss. He referred to it as a swimming pool. The same Prime Minister and his government are using the Hambantota port to save face. They sold the port and I wonder what else they plan on selling. Please speak a bit louder. They were searching for Namal's mansion, but it was Ravi's penthouse that got caught. On the Tajuddin matter, politicians are commenting as if they saw the incident with their very own eyes. He died in an accident. It was portrayed as an accident. They started it from my brother's girlfriend and stopped at my mother.
It appears that one can do any wrong and say that the other party is seeking revenge. The intelligent people can understand this. The Tajuddin matter has no connection to politics. It is a homicide. If it is a homicide, it does not figure or a businessman is involved. When it is a murder, the party.
The Centre for Human Rights and Research claims the combined cycle power plant in Keravalapitia is yet another corrupt act of the cabinet-appointed procurement committee. The Centre for Human Rights and Research alleges that the Standing Procurement Committee is involved in a number of irregularities. The statement reads that operating a deep mafia, fraud, resulting in a 14 rupee loss to the state through 1 unit of electricity generated are among the malpractices. The centre noted the latest malpractice by the procurement committee is in relation to the combined cycle power plant in Keravalapitia. The Centre for Human Rights and Research alleges at a time in search of foreign investors to construct combined cycle power plants in the country, the procurement committee has called for tenders for the combined cycle power plant using state funds. The statement also notes that of the 6 tenders that were put forward, the Secretary to the Ministry of Power and Renewable Energy, Dr. Goda, had only by one company that he preferred. This had created a scenario where tenders must be called once again for this purpose. The Centre for Human Rights and Research alleges that the mafia which operated from within the Ceylon Electricity Board has a need to prevent construction of power plants in order to purchase electricity from the private sector. The centre claims a powerful government politico is making attempts to provide this tender to a firm connected to the CEB and
Human Rights and Research states that the chairman of the Standing Cabinet Appointment Procurement Committee, G.S. Vithanage, and its member, R.L. Vasantha, resigned yesterday solely due to this situation.
Once again, before we bring to an end tonight's edition of Primetime News, we would like to apologize to all our viewers for the technical difficulties which we encountered in today's bulletin. But we would have the complete bulletin on our website, that is www.newsfirst.lk. The website once again is www.newsfirst.lk. For the News1st team, I'm Joel Outscoon. Have yourself a great evening ahead.